Hi, I'm Lynn Langett. This is Google App Engine Getting Started for Developers. So what we're going to do in this screencast today is we're going to talk about what is Google App Engine and how you get started. So you go out to this URL, code.google.com/app engine, and I'm assuming you're going to be developing in Java. So what you're going to want to do, as it says over here, is sign up for an App Engine account. And then you're going to use Eclipse, and you're going to download a couple of things. So I'll show you what that looks like. So you're going to download the Google App Engine SDK, which will give you some of the tools that you need for development. And then you're going to pick the one for Java, and then you're probably going to want to download the Google plugin for Eclipse as well. So once you do those two things, then what your development environment will look like inside of Eclipse is you will have a template. So if you want to create a new project, you're going to create a Google Web Application project. Now you can optionally get the modules for the Google Web Toolkit. I'm not showing that here. That's kind of outside the scope of what I'm going to show in this short screencast. So once you create a project, what you're going to be looking at is to get started is the samples, and the samples do come with, so it gives you an HTML file here and a Java file for the back end. So inside of Eclipse, you'll get this Google Services and Development Tools set of functionality. So you can see inside of here you have the ability to create a new web application project. And if you do that, you're going to have to give the name, and then you're going to have to say which version of the Google Web Toolkit if you're using it, which version of App Engine, and whether or not you want to integrate with the application marketplace. And then you do want to do this sample code. That's where you get it from. So you do have the ability to test this out locally. So once you go in and you customize, I just did a little customizing here, changed some of the names and stuff by editing this file and editing the Java file as well. Then you can right click on the sample. You can go to Run As, and you can say Web Application, and then that'll run this locally. And you can see there's the URL. And for the purposes of time, I've actually brought this up. So this is the this is the local version right here. So you can see I've put a button on here, and then if I send it, you can test the functionality, make sure that it works. So that's working good. And then when you're ready to deploy it, what you do is right click here, and then you go down to your Google button, and you go into the Google API settings and make sure that everything is working properly, and you go up to App Engine, and then you say, just like you did in the beginning, which version of the SDK. You have to get your app name, so you'll have to have set up an app name on the Google site, which I'll show you in a second. This is actually my second version. You have to pick your type of data store, which I'll cover more in a subsequent video, and then you just click deploy, and it'll deploy it up for you. So once you do that, then the way that it looks is you see it here up in appengine.google.com, and you can see you have up to 10 applications. So you create this application just by clicking create right here, and then you give an identifier title, it has to be unique, and then you say some of the other options around the data and things like that. And then if you want to take a look at it, you just click it, and there's the live version, very similar to the local version, running on the Google App Engine infrastructure. And if you want to see a little bit more about it, there are many different ways that you can see the resources being used. There's some command line, but inside of this hosting facility here, you can see you have a dashboard, and you can see how much storage, if you have indexes, so on and so forth. And I'll be going into a lot of these different aspects in subsequent videos. But quick and dirty, less than 5 minutes, that's how you get up and going with Google App Engine. So hopefully you'll give it a try. Thanks a lot.